curtisselby's time. Breaking down the stories every view will unwind. From left to right we'll see the light. It's balance we're chasing, no fighters fight. Curtisselby talking straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtisselby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtisselby keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtisselby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. Dave's out with the cheerful whistle and guitar riff. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtisselby keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtisselby. The convo's unique. Curtisselby talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtisselby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtisselby keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtisselby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. The combo's unique.
Well, everybody, hail and well met. Glory to you and your houses. Let loose the dogs of war. It is I, Curtisselby, retired midnight blogger. What blogged in this case? 6:40 p.m. Yes, I know. I set it up for 6:30. It is my bad. I'm not going to make lame excuses, but I have a panel of special guests who are going to help me to celebrate this particular supplies announcement. Yes, I know, lame joke. So please, everybody, welcome and greet from backstage, faithful bird woman of YouTube, Conniecleary. Hail and well met. Chirp, chirp. She may not be able to hear me. Here, I've been told that sometimes the music drowns me out, so I'll shut the music off. How are you doing today, Connie? I think I lost her. I will move on to the next person because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, nope. She's clicking on stuff. Something's going on. All right, I will move on to deleted scenes. Hey! How the heck are you doing today, sir?
Oh, fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself?
Same here, same here.
Right on.
Usually I can blame it on work, but today it was actually my own damn fault. I could have done a better job of oh, what the heck? She's gone. Well, that was the show, everyone. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, good night.
No, it's just teasing. And hopefully she'll be back on. Let's see. Private chat. She says she is here. And let's introduce our last gentleman. Some of you may know him at least by the chat. This is Codis Fact Search, a wonderful human being, someone who knows history way too well. and just a strong, very, very samurai style soul. CODIS Fact Search. Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy, sir. Appreciate you having me on.
Oh, I appreciate you coming on. I couldn't do any of this without fine folks like you sharing stuff and basically telling me, yes, keep going, but don't be so silly. And here we go, conniecleary. Woo! Chirp, chirp. Stephen, you sacked her microphone.
Hey, everyone.
There she is.
Hey, technical difficulty.
I was going to blame it on Stephen.
I am, of course, the evil villain.
There she is. Hello.
The Kaiser Soze of YouTube. And this is my plan to take over YouTube one channel at a time.
Ooh, I think I saw that plan on Mystery Science Theater. We're going to take over the world one person at a time.
Ruh-roh.
Let me introduce you
Put our
to
faith in
Carl.
Ross Hart.
Carl, what do you say? Can I rule you, huh? No.
Rule me? No. So, Gunderson, eh? Yeah, Todd's fine. Can I rule you? Can I rule you? Can I rule you? No. What if I told you I'd kill you if I didn't? Sorry, I'm still not frightened. Ow. Bring in the next man. Mr. Tom Servo, man. Servo? Yeah, I was next on the list. Totally random. It's weird.
God, I love
So
this.
can I rule you? Can I rule you? Can I rule you? No one can rule the Tom monster.
Your powers of resistance are impenetrable. All right. Let me see. Go ahead. I'm going to say hello to the folks in the chat, and then I will make my silly announcement, and then we can just talk about whatever and go from there. Because as you all know, no structure at all is always wonderful. And
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure of that at all.
Damn it.
Usually I do try to plan things out a little bit, but for this one, I wanted to keep it kind of open because I want it to be kind of about the community and stuff. So, hail and well met to John Ponterero. And of course, conniecleary's second channel, Fluffchickproductions. Check her out. Last call with Troy Pacelli. Hail and well met. I hope it's okay. I didn't send you the link only because I figured you'd probably be busy with getting home from work and setting up for your stream. So please don't feel snubbed. I just figured you'd be busy. We are family, something or other, and sing. And a woo to Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf, another wonderful creator. Check her out and her wonderful music and watch it parties. Who's only got 60 subs? I don't know who that is. But anyway, we can try to get somebody some more subs if we like. Like everybody else, please sub to everybody on the panel. Hopefully everybody in the chat. And go ahead. Deleted scenes. Thank you very much. And thank you, Deleted, Connie, and CODIS for being on the panel. Thank you, John Doe Juggalo, for being in the chat. Resolute Germ. Last call. Hey, I have a blue wrench.
Yes, he does.
Jesse's got 2 channels. Don't tell anybody. Lizzie Armstrong. Hello. Been a minute. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Accounting Sheep. This is an inside joke. Bok. Let's see. Gorilla Censored Thoughts. The purveyor of great introductions. Hail and well met. Surprise announcement, you got engaged to Cassie. I didn't know that was legal in your state. Well, Oklahoma does have some fairly backward laws.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Too kind. Hey, you got to admit, a man could do worse than Cassie, and I have in the past. Let's see.
I mean, you know, all you're looking for is a little bit of comfort, minus the abstract human side of that. Dogs are the best way to go.
Oh my gosh, Cassie's the best.
All day long.
Speaking of, Curtis Selby is getting really close to monetization. Well, that is kind of what we're going to be talking about. I know I'm really bad at giving away spoilers. This is why I would never make it CODIS on like the FBI or CIA. I can't keep a secret. Not when it comes to myself, anyway. I can keep everyone else's. CODIS, why did you hide Jesse? The message wasn't bad.
I failed to see who I hid. They're no longer available.
Oh, got you. Okay. Hello.
I disappeared.
JP.
They're now at a black site.
This account is my primary. Right on. Oh my goodness. Troy is talking in Klingon. I'm not even going to try. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Yes. And hail and well met at Sci-Fi Mombi. Another wonderful channel there. Please check her out. She does positive news in the mornings. It's fantastic. Go for it.
Hey, Amy.
Let's see. Hope
She
you can
does have a
make it
great
tonight.
channel.
I should be able to make it to the members movie. I don't really have much to talk about. I just wanted to celebrate, which I learned the hard way. Don't play cool in the gang, celebrate good times, even though it's exactly what you would want on this. They don't like that. Celebrate, that's it. No strikes.
You know, if I was an artist, I would want people sharing my music, whether it's free or not. You make all your money at concerts anyhow. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I would at least be like okay with 30 seconds of sharing, but yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
To be fair, I'm kind of a Napster original, so that would be. I stopped watching many bands after that crap came out.
Bring back Napster. Hail and well met to Lady Mist. Lovely, another lovely wrench of YouTube and wonderful human being. So we're all here gathered together to celebrate this thing called life. I guess I'll share my screen. I wish I had some kind of spiffy music, but the long and the short of it is I'm not exactly monetized yet, but all that's left is the review. So be sure, let's talk as much as we can about the disease that shall not be named and, all the controversial topics and things we're not supposed to talk about, which is kind of what I do anyway, because I'm a big jerk.
So statism then is what you're saying to talk about?
Yes, exactly. Let's not talk about statism, but the long and the short is if they're just silly enough not to notice that I am an enemy of everything they support, I'm gold and we'll be making pennies. Count them. Pennies.
At least you're making more pennies than if you were TikToking. So.
You got it.
True.
You got it. So anyway, that's the show. I hope you all enjoyed. Good night. No, don't. They're gone. Well, Steve, I guess you got to entertain the people.
Oh no!
Oh hell!
Don't do that.
Oh yeah,
just giving me free reign.
I was trying to log in through this app so that I could be on the YouTube and the other chat as well, and unfortunately, doing so ceased
Yeah, it's
disconnected and all that fun stuff. So.
It's a little bit clunky. If I do start making a little bit, I will probably move to a different thing. But for now, it's free-ish, and so I just run with that. Artists want their music shared. They do make their money at concerts, but it's their labels that nail you because it cuts into their cut, in their opinion. People are congratulating me. And Snortapoopas Q Burr. Hello, one of the greatest polar bears you will ever meet. In fact,
Hey, Snort.
I need to share something, I think. Methinks. Hopefully I'm smart enough to share it. Bookmarks. I bookmark almost everything Snortapoopas shares because he's just the bomb. And that's where I got the strike from YouTube. I said bomb.
Really?
Yeah.
They actually strike for bomb? I'm not okay. Yeah.
I've heard of all kinds of things. I was once struck. I was struck once because I said that I wanted that a local legislator had the most chubbiest cheeks, and I just wanted to squeeze him. And they said I was threatening him.
Oh, hell.
I had to take the video down. Yeah.
Wow.
But this is Snortapoopas. Have an erection lasting more than 4 hours? Now you don't. But he also has other cool stuff like with polar bears, and I won't find anything cool for a while because I got too much other weird crap.
You know, that first meme though, I'm just gonna go with this, and it was just at the zoo yesterday, and I'm telling you right now, that's actually standard these days. So add some blue hair, maybe a nose ring or two. Yeah, actually, yeah, that looks about right. Looks about right.
Well, I have not dated anything like that yet. I may get that desperate later, but not just yet.
You're still under 60. Give it time.
Exactly. Hail and well met to Admiral Teague. Welcome, welcome. Another wonderful creator. Lots of talks about Star Trek and lots of fan films and watch parties. This is definitely a gentleman you want to check out. Gorilla Censored, I'll be listening as I lather up myself in the shower. You're welcome for that mental image. Don't worry, gorillas. I have already lost all interest in sex for the next 48 hours.
Exactly.
Go slow with the soap. Go slow with the soap.
Slowly.
I'm enjoying
I'll
this.
bring elation.
Gorillas lathering in the shower.
Hey, I'm seeing that it looks like Fluff Chicks is the one with the 60 subs. So please, anybody that isn't subbed to Fluff Chicks, please go check out her stuff. And it is wonderful that she doesn't do stupid politics like I do. She does birds and little
Fluff.
Yes.
Stick a link in the chat, and I'll
do it
because I am old and can't do this well.
Let's see who else have we got.
You're not wrong, Admiral.
And a hello to Accounting Sheep as well. Starting to pop up in a number of chats I've noticed.
Here we go. Yes.
Not wrong, Accounting. You're not wrong. Purple.
Purple rain. Oh, no. Let's not.
Oh, Lord.
I have some of the best chat. I mean, I don't know how I don't deserve the people who have gathered around me, but Snortapoopas, I'm just a silly old bear. Pay me no, never mind.
Admiral. Admiral. If you look at the screen in front of you, isn't that the person to whom you are referring?
Oh, I've been told to say boom, boom like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, there you go.
Woo-hoo! Whiskey Flats Garden Railroad. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Whiskey.
We had him on last week. He had a wonderful chat where he was basically debating my. I realize that this term really doesn't apply to anybody, but some of my friends from the past, and it was interesting because they all made wonderful points and yet didn't try to eviscerate each other, personally. So that was awesome. DJ Ronnie G, hail and well met, another wonderful creator. I've learned quite a bit watching some stuff on his channel.
Hey, last call. I'm laughing my took us off at everything that's currently happening, just to be honest with you.
It's just what
it's a beautiful thing.
It's kind of like I've never been high, but what I've always imagined a fever dream to be.
You need to get high. Come on, seriously.
Is
before you
just
die.
like this. It's like, wow.
Yes, the technical term, bomb diggity.
The old purple-haired chick is the bomb diggity. Oh, geez. And DJ Play Nice, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Grr, arg, snortipupus burr. Fancy meeting you here. Of all the channels and all of YouTube, imagine meeting the polar bear here. If people were hoping for help from the Democratic Party, this is Admiral Teague, and frankly, yes, I've got my bias, so I probably agree with him more than I disagree. I'd say all we need to do is lose the midterm so there's new people who have functioning brains to show up. And, I think that of both parties, I think all of us have had that talk that both parties need something.
I've always wondered how far the human neck can stretch, and I'm just waiting for that challenge with our leadership.
Exactly. No, 100%. The counting sheep appreciates the colorful plumage. Other than that, she ain't my type. Look at loser Chuck Schumer. We will fight. We will, yes. And I'm into funnel.
You're not supposed to read that.
Can't read it aloud, but I will read it. Yes.
Right.
And have a good one, Sci-Fi. You are loved, and
rock on, man.
You are
rock
doing
on.
well. Rock on, rock on.
Have a
Sadly,
good one. See you soon.
See you soon. See you soon. Deleted scenes. Everybody's saying hi. Okay, it stopped after 4 hours, but if you leave that on the screen any longer, it's not coming back for another 4 years. Okay, I will quit sharing that.
Hopefully for another 4 million years.
Last call. That's what I said when I first saw Pink Floyd's The Wall. I have to imagine this is what being high feels like. Exactly. Now, I've had some interesting situations from dehydration, et cetera, but since when is brain a qualification for Congress? He has a point. I don't think I remember reading anything about a functioning brain in the Constitution. I think it just went without saying. Hail Sashi, the man from the future. Greetings, greetings. Why am I looking at this early in the morning?
Hey, Sashi.
Gorilla's posted something on Twitter. Let's see what it is. I promise I've been trying to be slightly more professional, but
Why start now?
I was going to eat it. Why start now?
All right, what did he share? Is it the best one yet, or is it the one? Oh, is it the one with the paddles? I'm going to share the one with the paddles. I still need to watch this one instead of just listen to it as I drive, but what was this?
They're acting like children.
Exactly.
Children. Goddess of love that you are.
I'd
Admiral
say
P.
this. I think that all politicians should be first in the military for at least 2 years. Then
Yes.
they should be cops for 2 years. Then they should be teachers for 2 years, and not just any teachers, but 6th grade teachers
Yes.
for 2 years. Now, once they make it out of there alive,
Yeah. Then
if they still want to be in charge, let them run.
I would add to that 2 years minimum in retail or janitorial or something. But yeah, they need
Or
to
2 years
observe.
cleaning toilets,
Yes.
like actually
Probably.
cleaning toilets, not doing
Yeah.
what that New York wannabe, claims
Yeah.
to have done, but never actually did.
Right. When the logic starts flowing, the
Hey,
Wookiees
Moira.
get going. Hey, is Moira here? Nice.
She is. She just arrived.
Thanks for the grubs. Might be early night tonight. Turns out my body was gone, so I ended up using my daughter's chloroform body wash. I mean, her calming nighttime body wash.
Her lavender body wash. Good job, gorillas. You are the man. I love it.
Oh, the
Definitely
Vance
or
and
woman. I
Zelensky
don't
one.
care.
Okay. I will play that once I get to Moira. Gorilla Strawberry Dreams is a great tasting one as well. Professional. Who are you? What have you done with the real Curtis Selby? And last call. Children are hereditary. If your parents didn't have any, you probably won't either. Well, yeah.
I
think
I
that's-
both agree and disagree. I have two kids currently in my classroom, and this is 2nd grade. 2 kids in my classroom whose parents are functionally illiterate and quite honestly, maybe a 90, maybe IQ of 90. And
Oh my
both of these 2 kids have IQs over 135, and that's just per our testing at the school.
Isn't that
So-
crazy?
It is an amazing thing. So just FYI, it's possible to be smart. It's not as likely, but it's possible.
Moira Kitty, meow meow, hail and well met. You are so welcome here. Hugs to Deleted, to me, to Connie.
Sashi.
Hello.
What did Sashi? What I miss?
I
Yeah,
could
meow,
never
Moria.
work in Southeast Asia, man. It's hard enough working. Well, anyhow.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Good on you, brother. Good on you.
Have I seen Gutfield's take on the paddles? I have not. I've watched a fair amount of Gutfield lately, but I haven't seen that one. Takes too long. Work retail in Southeast Asia for 5 years. If you survive, you're probably just crazy enough. You mean AOC doing certain things behind the bar is not enough?
Oh,
$5.
Wow.
Isn't that a little much?
Oh, wow.
Maybe a penny.
I haven't gotten that desperate yet, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Sci-fi
next to
Sith
Mexico.
Dan,
I'm gonna use
hello,
pesos.
hell, and welcome. Sometimes intelligence skips a generation. I'm adapted. Technically, my parents. Admiral Teague is adopted. Technically, his parents had no children. Gotcha. Admiral Teague has met AOC. She's 4'10".
So she has small woman syndrome.
Yeah. Little Kitty's taking y'all with me to the kitchen while food prepping.
Hey.
Alexandria occasional cortex. Wow.
Also, yes, I agree, Sheep. I agree.
I thought AOC was a socialist. Shouldn't
Or at
they
least
be
shared
free?
by everybody.
All right, let's play what Gorillas has.
Actually measured my dick in
Let me know if you guys can hear this. This is, if anything gets me demonetized, it may be this, but I think it's worth it.
it's a good 12 inches long, while yours, Mr. Zelensky, is really short. I mean, what do you have? Something like a 2-inch micro penis, and you think you can sit and talk
No,
with grown-ups?
wait a
men?
minute.
No,
You
shut the
lied.
fuck up.
That's
Not
not
only do you
true.
have a micro penis, that's an important point, but on top of that, you refuse
Bad
to share
lippity.
your Pokemon cards, and that's not
Okay,
nice.
so first of all, a 2-inch penis is not a micro penis, okay? And for your second point, my Pokemon cards are all mine, and I don't have to share them if I don't want to. I work super hard to get them, and they're really special to me. So I'll keep them.
You don't understand. You can't continue to play with us if you refuse to share
It's
your
not fair.
cards.
You can't continue to play if you don't share your cards. Oh my God. Accounting sheep, the lube and glove isn't, and bloody hell. Again, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just pausing it because I know the YouTube overlords too well.
Oh,
Anyone got any comment on that before I play the rest of this beautiful?
I love bad lip reading. Let's do this again. And
Oh
this
my
is
God,
awesome.
we need. I wish I had the skills to do this. This is exactly what I would like to do.
I remember seeing this earlier.
I haven't seen this one. I saw another one that was like basically Zelensky was offering fellatio. It was like how it should have ended, and Trump was like, "No, I don't want anything like that. Somebody get me a damn pen so we can just sign this damn document." And but this one's even funnier. It
is.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Who gave them to me?
I understand that
That's
you're not
not
happy,
cool.
buddy, but that's how it is when you play with friends. So when I ask you to show us
But-
all your
But they are mine. They are my
Pokemon Dragon
cards.
cards.
I
Shut
received
up,
them for
shut up.
Christmas. They are my
listen,
dragons.
Volodymyr, if you keep going like this, you know what? Nobody will
But
want to play with
that's
you
not fair.
anymore, and that includes
You
Vance
never
and me.
want to let me play with your
You know why you
Xbox.
can
How
play
do
with
you
the
think
Xbox?
that makes me
There's
feel?
some games that are too violent for you, and
I'm
you're
old
still
enough.
too young.
It's not that
It's too
violent.
much
I'm big
violence.
enough.
Yes, it's
I
violent,
don't
and you'll
even
end up
need the
having nightmares
nightlight to
again,
fall
and
asleep at
crying
night
to your
anymore.
mom, and then she'll call my mom, and I'll be the one who gets in trouble. So you're going to stop complaining and give me your Pokemon cards and your lunch money before I punch you.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, gorillas. I want to live again. I want to live again, Clarence.
And hopefully we have at least one or two nerds here because I'm going to go ahead and say it. Always remember, re-stomp the groin.
Exactly.
Technically, Southeast Asians have no children. They have free workers. Well, that's what we were in Oklahoma back in the day before all the meth addicts took over. Gorillas is laughing his tail off. That's amazing. It's very amusing. Curtis Tour, good. We have said worse on our Walton stream. That is true. That is true. Red Oak. I'm afraid I don't understand that one. It's probably something really funny, but I'm not sure what it is. Huh? Doop, doop. Okay. Sashi, the three big ones, truth. I do have a soft spot for the lower case on this on that side of the cast. Sorry. Yes. I sadly, most of my learning came from reading, so sometimes I don't really know how it's pronounced. But
I just learned it the other day. One of my second graders reminded me.
They're good at that. They won't hesitate to do that. All right. Sashi has to get ready for work. See, guys, this is savage. I hope Zelensky sees
that truly
this.
is interesting, by the way.
See, I voted for Trump hoping he'd actually say stuff like this and we wouldn't have to edit it in. I'm disappointed. By the way, you might be interested in this. Last Call has gotten community notes right on Twitter, so I can tamp down the idiots and boost the brains. Nice. Snorted Poopus doesn't want to be tamped down. I'm a proud idiot. And Space Fraggle, hail and well met. Kapla. Glory to you and your house. Where's Trump? He's hiding in his bunker since the stock market is crashing. Yes, but that's all part of our devious plan, Space Fraggle. Grandpa used to take Grandma Walton to the Red Oak. And so that was how Ben and John were conceived. Got it.
Oh,
is this a measuring contest? Who can worsen dirty mouth humor, you or Gorilla? I think Gorilla is going to win that one. The heck is up with YouTube? I see like 1/10 of all the comments. Oh,
so we're on different channels. Yeah.
We're on different channels, Admiral.
That's why.
So, and frankly,
to be fair, Admiral, I'm only seeing a couple of them too, so I'm trying to, match with you. I try to think and nothing happens.
Codus fact, possible Space Fraggle, possible, though we need a new start, honestly. And we're not going to pile on you, Space Fraggle. Come on, guys, pile on him. Get him now.
Nah, I'm with
just
Space
teasing.
Fraggle. I can't stand any of them.
I
Yeah.
know. I get it.
He might like one side over the other, but me personally, nope.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I always say on my channel. You know, I might lean politically in a certain direction, but my channel is in an echo chamber, and I expect people to disagree with me. I have people who listen to my channel who are on one side of the aisle or the other, or people who are in the middle, who are either undecided or maybe have issues where they agree with one side or the other, you know, and that's to be expected. There's nothing wrong with that. We can agree to disagree, and I wish we would get back to that, you know, agreeing to disagree.
Too.
I'm with you on that one, deleted. Totally.
Me
It's
too.
important to have everybody have a ability to say something without having to worry about losing your job or your life.
Well, this is one of the things that's peeved me off in the last 4 or 5 years is all the censorship and all the, you know, you've got to say what things the way I think you should say it, or there's your platform, it's gone. There's your job, it's gone. You can't stay in the military because you won't take this thing.
It's an incredibly irritating thing for somebody in our age bracket, yours and mine there, sir. I don't know everybody else's age, but I have to preface everything I say at school and everything I say in the world with, now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Oh my God. It's irritating.
Right on. Admiral Teague, I believe that I think that Deleted was at least trying to stream it on.
I tried.
Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead.
Twitter is dealing with some issues right now, as I'm sure we've all heard.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's, dare I say it, a cyber attack or not, but it's
surely not.
not.
Codus, I told you not to attack Twitter. I'm just teasing. Let's see. Admiral Teague has never seen them not siphon down into one combined chat. What a disaster.
Yeah.
Space Fraggle, a new start. If you're going to do it, own it. Don't bail on it. It's an interesting thought.
Right.
It's amazing the stuff you pick up on shows when you're anytime, every scene. Give my regards to all across all the channels. Hail and well met.
Hey,
Admiral Teague disagrees. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in here that's under, I don't know. Well, there's Charlotte. Other than Charlotte, I think everybody's at least 30. So sorry,
I've been
Charlotte.
30 in years.
I remember 30. Very dimly. I think I can still count to it. The outcome of World War II is a complete disaster. Fight me. Okay, Codus, get him.
Well, that one's an easy one, but give me a second because I don't want to be mean about it. So
No, I totally know. I'm just
Yeah,
being a jerk.
I agree there. Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I'd rather see them both go, to be honest.
I would
Yeah.
agree.
I
would be incredibly happy.
Yeah.
Look,
I'd be willing to see that
for
one.
better or worse, and for better or worse, and I'm going to have a lot of people disagree with me, and probably you're going to get people mad at you, Curtis. So in advance,
That's
Curtis,
okay. That's
put me
okay.
up to this. We are rapidly approaching World War III, and it will occur. We're also rapidly approaching the new Dark Ages.
Yeah.
A direct result of everything that's happened over the last 40 years, the dumbing down of the population, the single approach to, everybody has to have one thing they're good at, but they can't be good at more than that. It's the unfortunate reality, just based on historical context alone, all the way back to Hammurabi. This is how things die. And it's also how people go to war. So just saying.
My parents My favorite aunt and uncle and I have been talking about that for years. It's just a matter of time before it happens. I'm surprised it hasn't happened now.
I am too.
Well, I mean, if you look at what's happening right now in the Ukraine and Russia with the Western powers and how the division in the Western powers is occurring, and then you look at World War I and you remove yourself from the common misconceptions about World War I, which has been taught, unfortunately, since World War I.
Exactly.
You very quickly realize that what's happening right now is almost identical in many ways to what happened then. You're talking about a bunch of friends and or, buddies in the bedroom who are basically trying to see who has the biggest, I don't know, the biggest small one. And so, I mean, it's whatever. I'm watching from the sidelines and cheering.
I know you are. That's one of the things I love about you. It's like,
I mean, I got nothing else. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, all we can do is live our lives at the end of the day. But Gorillas is still voting for the asteroid, even though it disappoints me every year. That's where I used to be. I wanted
See
to
if you can
find
get down to Matt Cheatwood.
Yeah, I wish he would show up, but
he's here. He's here. Get down to him. Yep. And I want to respond to that so hard, Matt. You're not wrong.
I'm
100%
coming.
wrong.
I'm trying to think.
Warrior poet, baby. Warrior poet.
Free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Breaking news: Admiral Teague claims responsibility for the attack on X. Elon confirmed it's a cyber attack from IPs in Ukraine. Admiral Teague will be 30 soon. Dag nabbit, young whippersnapper. Gorillas is not over 30. I'm only on the 4th anniversary of my 29th birthday. My year is on the
Gorillas. If you're over 25, you're an adult.
You are? Here we go, Matt Cheatwood. Hail and well met. A nation that separates its scholars from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards, and it's fighting.
Now, without Googling, who knows who wrote that?
Oh, I should know this, but I can't think of who it is.
Without Googling.
I'm not Googling.
Matt, for what it's worth, Matt, a little over 20 years in the martial side of things, specifically military and law enforcement. I was a contracting trainer in small arms combatives, and now I teach 2nd grade and I work with foster kids. So I've chosen to put my time and effort in something that can actually make a difference. But that said, I 100% agree with you. 100%.
Lady V. Ostenese, welcome. Hail and well met. Another lovely lady and another one of the great pillars of the community. But she's not shaped like a pillar. She is awesome. She does a lot of gaming and things such as that. DJ Ronnie G expects a curveball, a divergence from past patterns, like the COOF-demic, corporations, NGOs, crooked government appointees. Well, things are, when you look at chaos theory, and things go in a semi-periodic fashion. It repeats, but it doesn't exactly repeat entirely the same way. For example, right now we're in this World War I setup, only with nukes. World War I put the first man-made object in orbit. Compared to war, all of mankind's other accomplishments shrink to insignificance. We're all getting older.
Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm.
I put that statement in quotes. I hate when people subvert free speech by because of the threatened livelihood, right? We are gaga go-go. I missed something.
No, it's what Nort was saying on my channel.
Oh. Gotcha. At least now for the draft, I'm not first up. I'm in the theater screwed up section of the draft.
We screwed up.
Sorry about that. You know, Snortapoopus, irony can be pretty ironic, can't it? And I still don't remember who said the other quote, but I'll give you points if you know what my quote is from, because mine's so much more important than Coda's facts.
Everybody is, honestly. I hold no importance.
I know better than that. When the revolution comes, we'll all be saluting you. 500 years to build New York City. We could level it in a nanosecond. Think about it.
I am going to post a link to our private chat. If you could copy that over to the other, and it's for something that they can use with regards to the nuclear bomb blast simulator. It's actually a really cool tool. It would take somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 or 7 medium to large yield nuclear devices to level New York City, actually. Just FYI.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'll send it over to you right now. You can put it in the chat.
Cool. I thought Gaga Google was quoting a Biden speech. Thank the great maker. Oh, we got all the brews. Thucydides? Matt Cheatwood is guessing as Thucydides. Is that right? Codis Fact Search?
Yes.
Woo! Way to go, Matt. Gorillas, I did.
That's
Admiral
awesome.
Teague did his basic training.
Matt is completely correct. It's a good read, too. It's a very good read.
Truna Shabada Pressure. Okay. Can we give New York City back to the Dutch? I just had the most brilliant idea I've ever had in my life. We trade New York City for Greenland.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
No. Fuck no.
I
know why Trump wants Greenland. I know why he wants to do what he wants to do with Greenland, and it's literally the same reason everybody has wanted to do that with Greenland, but it doesn't make any sense. He's not.
Not
There's a lot of idiots in our world right now.
Right. Truth. Lady V is a believer that most of the underground structures were actually founded and not built, or were actually found. I've heard that theory too. I have heard that one. Let me get this over here. Copy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And paste. Oh, it helps if I paste it in the right comment place, huh? Space Fraggle wants to know, why is it okay to get rid of the Department of Education but not the NRA? Who wants to take this one? Let's pile on Space Fraggle. I'm just teasing.
Because the NRA has nothing to do with politics other than lobbying them. They are not a government mandated structure that forms the opinions and or changes people's lives on a day-to-day basis. The NRA is just a lobbying organization, no different than, well, I don't know. Let's see here. Planned Parenthood's political side, or let's see. I don't know. Pick some other ones. Connie, anybody? There's hundreds of lobbying organizations that are quite a bit larger and more influential than the NRA ever could be. I love that we want to get rid of the NRA, but the fact is, honestly, I could care less if we get rid of the NRA. They're crap. They always have been. But that said, let's go GSA. That said, or no, GOA. Sorry.
All good.
But that said, it's like banning a book. Why? People should have access to whatever knowledge and information they want to have access to. That's true freedom. Anything less than that is tyranny. My sentence. That's all.
Guns are more important than education. I don't know that they're more important, but at the same time, you can't learn anything if you're dead. But
I'm a teacher, Space Raggle. I've been a teacher for the last 20 years for adults and for kids. And I'm telling you right now, the Department of Education has only caused harm regardless of the few benefits that we've actually received, the mandates that they pass down harm more kids than they help, period. And I can show you that definitively, but it's going to take a lot of links. So it's up to you.
Right.
You want it.
Gorilla Sense thoughts. I learned ice skate at the Snoopy ice rink. If we did, prostitution would be legal. Wait, no, wrong country.
Honestly, legalize everything.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Well, to a point anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to a
No,
point.
no, legalize everything. What you make illegal are the consequences. So the people who cause harm to other people intentionally, that's where you enforce laws against it.
Got you. No, that makes. I do
It
believe
does.
in as much being legal as is possible, if
All
that
day
makes
long.
any sense. Anyway, I'm not quite a libertarian, but when it comes to legalizing stuff, I err on the side of, yeah, let's go ahead and legalize it, and we'll see what the consequences are. Gorillas is agreeing that guns are more important than education. Oh, Lord.
Agreed,
Admiral T
Matt.
got-
Agreed.
I think maybe they want Greenland for distant early warning radar.
Yeah.
Where is
But
this new?
we already have networks. We don't need that.
Right. Let's get rid of both. NRA is a
Yes.
private organization. NRA is just
Agreed.
another corporation from New York City. New York
Also
City.
And by the way, the NRA was formed by Democrats, former Ku Klux Klan members, who, at the very behest of the NRA, decided to try to outlaw guns and supported the 3 last major anti-gun acts starting in the 1930s. Just FYI.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah. This is why we could bring CODIS fact search on here, so we can basically have our worldviews decimated by facts.
I'm an asshole. That's all I am, man.
No, you're awesome. You're awesome is what you are. Lady V, Department of Education is vulnerable and weak under the influence of politics.
Yep.
Matt Cheatwood, Space
Yep.
Fraggle, also
Agreed.
the NRA is funded entirely by voluntary donations.
Correct.
Moira Kitty, ironically, Planned Parenthood has killed more people.
I wanted somebody else to say that. You are not wrong.
Moira's
Oh.
not
I'll
afraid
wait
to
for it.
And Planned Parenthood being founded by a communist who hated
Yes.
the United States. So let's get going with that.
And there's your sign.
Space Fraggle, NRA equals lobbyist equals swamp, which
I don't disagree with you at all,
Exactly.
Space Fraggle. I do not disagree.
hello, hail and well met. The Pleasant Valley Picker. The Canadians are coming. They're walking amongst us. Be afraid. God
I love
bless you.
Canadians.
We love you, PvP,
Hey.
and we love Canada. Well, I love Canada anyway. Go ahead.
Beautiful country.
Here, I do love Canada. Not Montreal, but you know.
not Montreal. Well, PvP, you'll have
I'm kind
to
of
let
a
us
Calgary,
know.
Edmonton person. I'm kind of
I
a Calgary,
gotcha.
Edmonton type. So just saying.
I've never been there. I've never been there.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like think of Wyoming, only more area.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lady
Of
V
course.
would rather have guns than a politician
All day long.
all day long. Yeah, I don't know many politicians that are going to save your life. PvP
Pleasant.
would rather.
You just said, oh, yes.
That is beautiful. That's a great quote. I'd rather have educated
Yes.
people with guns than ignorant people
Yes.
with guns.
Yes.
Totally.
100%. 100%.
Hell yeah! Legalize all the victimless crimes.
Amen.
Hookers, yes. Pimps, no.
I would agree with that. Let's call them managers.
Oh yes. You'll have to talk to my agent.
I mean, you know, what is a politician
Oh.
with an agent or an actor with an agent, if not?
This is why I love Space Fraggle. He brings up the questions without quite going far enough to poke the bear. But so legalize
Why not?
transgender surgery? Why not? My problem isn't with transgender
Why not?
surgery.
Why not?
It's
But
with
don't force me to pay for it with my taxes.
and we may disagree on this one, Codis. I don't know, but to me, not when they're under 18. They're, they have to be old enough to know what, in theory, what they're doing.
If they're going,
I would agree fully with that. I
They
think
should
if we're to
wait
go
till
this
you're
route with
21.
everything, yes.
There's got to be an age.
I would say
though,
actually 20. I would say 25, and I would say 25 for two reasons. First reason is by the age of 25, most people's forebrain has actually formed completely, and we know this to be a fact based on numerous studies. Again, I can put them in the chat if we need to. But I think that for everything, legalize everything, but adults, all the adulting stuff, legally would start happening after 25. So there's your balance.
yeah, I was about to bring all that up, but on that.
Yeah.
And no public funds paying for any of this nonsense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Anyway, Snortopoopas prostitutes are more honest than politicians. At least they admit they're in it for the money. She works hard for the money. Oh, sorry.
And at least they tell you they love you sometimes.
Yeah.
If you pay them enough. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
If you use the service.
Yep. Oh God.
Accounting sheep. I think he's making a pun of some sort, or not really a pun, but a play on words. I've always wanted to get into lobbying, but it's hard to make an entrance.
It's those revolving doors, man. It's those revolving doors.
PvP, don't legalize everything. Our government legalized all drugs. It's creating nothing but chaos, crime, and death.
Yes and no. So California, I'm gonna look. You're not wrong in that what California did, what Washington State did, what Oregon State did, or at least parts of Oregon did, has actually increased their crime level. What I'm saying is look at what Spain did. Instead of necessarily legalizing some of the hard drugs, decriminalize them, use the money that was spent fighting them for treatment programs for those who want it. But then enforce the laws with regards to theft, petty theft, and all those things. See, that's the problem. What California did is they decriminalized theft under what, $5,000 now, or some
like
bull crap number like that. Regardless, or $500. It essentially means that people can do whatever they want. I mean, they decriminalized the wrong things. That's the problem, and they also don't enforce the right laws. So,
and without meaning to be pedantic or shitty, I just want to point out, because he'll probably point it out later anyway, PvP is actually in Canada. So don't ask me. The CA is for Canada, not California.
That makes a lot more sense. Sorry about that.
That's
Canada.
okay.
And so again, that would still apply though, because look at what laws are being enforced and what laws are not being enforced in your major cities. And that's where your real problem is.
Or
if you let the little stuff go. Oh yeah, good God.
Sorry.
You're right. Sorry.
It's all good. Guerrilla censored thoughts. The education of our youth has gone downhill ever since the DOE was formed, to the point.
Amen.
70% of students graduate with a third grade reading level.
Absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
100% correct. I work at a high performing school, literally as in our student base is generally 5 to 10 points above most of the public schools in our area.
Wow.
And our student base still struggles to read at grade level. So yes, I would agree.
Gorilla Camp Snoopy was the playground in the Mall of America back in the day. Thought you'd get the reference. Guess it's gone a long time. PvP legalizing victimless crimes only works if you actually enforce the victim making crimes.
Amen. Correctly said, sir. Correctly said. You need him on here. How about I just switch out? Switch out.
What I need? Well, you wouldn't have to switch out. I just need to see. There's something going on with my stuff. The stuff that you push the buttons.
I use Cialis. That might work for you.
Well, I may need that too. Depending on if I keep dating. But No,
Oh, hell.
my messenger, like, it's not working very well. But let me see if I can get it to give me electronic Cialis, man. That's the stuff. Where are you at? Matt Cheatwood. Don't feel pressured, Matt, but if you want to, let me get my glasses and I will send you.
I think it would be an amazing show to have, like, say, Pleasant Valley and Matt on in a measured, rather heated but measured approach. It would be just beautiful.
Well, I was surprised with the result that I had with Whiskey Flats and some of our other friends that we've talked about. It's not that anybody changed anybody's minds, but pretty nearly everyone said some of their piece. You can never get it all out.
Whiskey Flats is female or male? I'm assuming
he
female.
Is male.
But I'm
He's
probably wrong.
Yeah, it's like if there's a god of masculinity, it's
it's Whiskey Flats.
It's Whiskey Flats. I mean, he's 6 foot.
That's fair.
Something.
That's fair.
It's like let's just say he's not looking up to George Washington. He might be looking down on him. I'm not sure. He's a big old boy, but he's got a heart as big as Dallas. And he's always going on and on about how he's not very intelligent because he was in this group of friends that had, 150 and 140 IQs. And I'm exaggerating a little, but only a little. So like his mere 120 or whatever it is was, he's the quaint show of local talent. Wonderful human being though. And, hardcore conservative that doesn't necessarily, because I know we're not necessarily right wingers. We're just trying to figure all this crap out. But Lady V wants a Canadian to hide his maple syrup and store to poop his shutters at Canada. Lizzie would love a maple leaf white T-shirt. Here we go. Who have we got in the back? We have a cranky old feller. Woo! I'm assuming that you are Matt Cheatwood, or maybe you're somebody else. I don't know. But welcome.
Well, now I've lost audio.
Nobody there. The silence.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. So take the tape off the camera and the microphone, and you'll be able to talk. If it's Matt.
Just rip it off like a Band-Aid.
If it's Matt, whoever that was did not stay. Well,
Guess not.
Dang it.
Sorry. Well, where did I leave off? I hate when I click off of things.
So Pleasant Valley, how is the maple syrup crime at the moment? And the last time I was that far northeast, it was kind of interesting up there. It was almost as bad as the border here in Mexico. What's that like now? I'll wait for the response.
Never ever poked the bear. Player
Which
in
bear?
management.
Any bear.
The polar bear.
Work.
That's what a 300 Win Mag is for. All right, so or 30 out 6, 180 grand, 220. We'll make it happen.
Right on.
I would agree with no elective surgery again. I definitely agree. There has to be an age, honestly, because children whose forebrains are still forming, they do not actually understand what they want. Not to mention the vast majority of these children doing this are ASD or autism spectrum disorder. My son is 22, diagnosed at 7. He doesn't even know what he is or what he wants to be. I am never going to force that on him or allow him to make permanent changes.
Right.
That's just bullshit. That's not right.
In Scotland, the voting age is 16. We need to bring
What the
that
hell?
back.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
Why?
Only if you can win the Cape
Have you been to high school? Good God. This and by the okay. I'm going there. What the hell, Scotland? Come on, man. What the fuck?
I used
That's
to
the
want to go to
lowlanders.
Scotland. I don't know if I want to go. There's no time for us. Moira Kitty, it's odd that they call it gender affirmation surgery. Does anyone even try to affirm biological sex before going the other way?
Nope. That's the biggest problem I see.
The difference between a prostitute and a politician, one lets you pick the price you want to spend to get a food. People are agreeing. Lizzie Armstrong, would you care for a non-crunchy bear hug? Oh, I love you guys. Pleasant PvP. I remember a few months ago, a guy out on the parole stabbed an elderly man to death and cut off another guy's hand. He had around 19 violent offenses on his record. But I've had friends assure me that the violence of the illegal aliens is vastly over-exaggerated.
Man, since 1985, I could, no, fuck that. Nope, that's not an argument I'm gonna get into right now.
The illegal aliens or the blood pressure?
Yeah, the illegal aliens. I've lived on the border in Douglas, Alpharetta, Tucson, Arizona, in 1985, 1982 through 1995 ish. Douglas was the port of entry for cocaine and other interesting substances, tunnels, etc. I have personally seen people put down in the street there in Alpharetta, and I'm telling you right now, it's not what we're seeing as illegal immigrants that are causing the crime wave now are the prisons being emptied south of the border and in Haiti. That's what we're seeing. They're causing those crime issues. That's the problem, and that's who Trump is going after. So yeah, I get it. You want to feel bad for him? Good Lord, I still have friends that came over and pick crops every year, and I give them a place to live, and I give them rides all the time. But I will not be okay with the criminal element.
No, 100%. Could we, Counting Sheep is asking, could we please start by legalizing my blood pressure meds before we worry about legalizing?
Yes, sir.
Lizzie Armstrong, this has changed my day. Hans, agree in international relations. Admiral Teague, George W. Bush destroyed the U.S. education system with every idiot pushed forward. And
true.
He added on to the problem. The first problem started in 1913. So, just saying. And then it culminated in 1916, and now we're where we're at. So,
Team Camp Snoopy hasn't been there for 20 years. It's universal now.
Sad.
Who needs a good whacking, Lady V? And if it's you doing the whacking, I volunteer.
Can we get the devil for you, Curtis?
She looks strong.
She is strong. I shouldn't be so bold and talking. She'll get me. No. Lizzie Armstrong, just watch out for the crunchy ones. They're lethal. PvP if they'd lock up violent criminals, but they don't. The NDP government in BC not only legalized hard drugs, they give them to addicts, calling it harm reduction. And Pleasant Whiskey Flats and I were talking about this the other day. How are these towns? I mean, I really hate to sound naive, but how are they legally capable of buying and distributing illegal drugs? I don't get that. I don't.
They're not, but nobody challenges it. It is not something they can legally do per federal law at this time. But, hell, who cares, right?
Yeah, exactly. PvP saw a story of a teen that died on government-supplied fentanyl.
Yep.
I
watch people passing out fentanyl here in Tucson on a regular basis. It is disgusting. It's disgusting. They leave the needles in my front yard. So
oh my God.
This country boy is long time coming back to the country. He needs to go back now.
Come back to Tonkawa. If nothing else, you'll realize what a loser I am by being closer here. Lizzie Armstrong, burr, a cyber hug from a bear is cool. Hug from a koala. Koalas in the rain. Do 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 do. Moira Kitty, okay. I now have my cream cheese and strawberry wontons fried up. And my corned beef roast is in the crock pot. PvP, so much for safe supply. Gorillas, you can verify who is my clicking on the 3 dots. I'm not sure I got that one, but
So
Canada-
Snortopoopus did say on the other screen, because there's like multiple screens happening, that can we give NYC back to the Dutch and would they take it? And I'm just going to say I'd take NYC because, you know, there's a lot of wealth that could be had there.
That's true.
And then, you know, just drop all the bridges and leave everybody else on there.
Ooh.
Put all the politicians on there from around
There
the
you
world.
go.
Yes. I think we talked about
set up
that.
cameras. Set up cameras and charge admission.
Oh, yes. You want another term? There's a
I
knife
like
in
the
the
idea.
middle of the island of Manhattan. If you can get it and survive, you get to have another term.
I mean, I seem to recall a movie, really good movie, Escape from New York, I believe it was, 1984.
I need to see that someday.
Great
Yeah, I'll
movie.
see you the perch too on top of it.
We should have a watch party with my members because I've never seen that.
Let's do Escape from New York and then Escape from LA because, you know, you have to do both.
Exactly.
Nice. Canada produces 70% of the world's maple syrup. Matt Cheatwood couldn't get his headphones to cooperate. I understand.
Oh,
So,
PvP has yet to hear of a syrup crime. Moira was challenged till she was 26. Definitely no surgery on kids. I think she means like
amen.
not
Amen.
literally,
Right.
but
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
PvP, even 18-year-olds don't fully understand sexuality.
Also
even then,
correct.
they're too immature to make big changes.
Look, for better or worse, let's put it this way. Maybe people can agree with this or not. I don't know. And it's not forcing because they're your kids.
mhm.
My daughter's on birth control, period.
Understand?
She's not out there messing around. My son doesn't go anywhere without, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, you know, maybe
just
put
to
like a
be
temporary
safe.
sterilization kit in them and they can do whatever they want. I could have used that. Holy crap.
I don't know what I need. I needed a swift kick to the head or something. But Admiral Teague, I live in New York City. The things I saw in high school didn't include the inside of a classroom, but I seen some stuff. Right on.
Amen.
Accounting sheep. If you mean changing the voting age to 16, no way. If you mean only letting Scotsmen vote, then yes. I think that could work well over here.
Now, accounting sheep, are you here in the States or are you in Europe?
I could be wrong, but I think he is in the States. Let me know, accounting.
So if he's
sheep.
in the States, then he would be correct, since due to the Scottish clearances, which our friend from Scotland who's on the chat right now should know something about that, I would hope.
Right
All
on.
the Highlanders came over here anyhow. I'm a descendant of, so
Nice.
yeah. Oh,
I'm afraid my Scottish blood is from the closer to the border of Britain. We won't talk too much about that.
Well,
Admiral,
you're here in the United States now.
I am now. Thank God for that. Honestly, it was my German ancestors who came here first. Don't ask me how that happened, because I honestly don't know how that happened. But,
Well, Pennsylvania. So that's
well,
Pennsylvania Dutch.
yeah.
So
Admiral
and parts
Teague,
of New York.
my immigrant was so violent he put on a U.S. Navy uniform to be in World War II, did everything he could to kill people. At least he knew how to channel it. They used to send their best.
Amen, Admiral. Amen.
You know, today is Chuck Norris's birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
85.
Isn't that awesome? I'll be
It
lucky
is.
if I can
He's-
still
They're
spell
going
cat.
strong.
He's in better
He's
shape
not.
than me.
He is not 80. He's not 85. He hit 25, and then the age decided to stop trying.
Yeah.
He's Chuck Norris after all.
You know what's behind his beard, right? There's another fist.
Yes, exactly.
PvP. There's a video on YouTube of a doctor. What looks like a mid-teens girl with scars where her breasts have been removed in the thumbnail. That's just wrong. I still oppose the outcome. Counting sheep, if you want affordable medications, do not require people to buy health insurance.
How about this, Matt Cheatwood? I know you'll agree with this, or at least I hope you'll agree with this. I'm pretty sure you will. How about this? How about we go back to a gold standard? and
that'd be
tell
nice.
tell the globalists to get the F off of our jock.
Code
and
is
then
fat.
I don't know, everything will come back down. Just saying.
Keep saying more stuff like this. Counting sheep, PvP. I don't know if the killer was an illegal. I didn't say that. Right on. Troy is starting at 9. So yeah, we probably need to wrap up here in about maybe 30 minutes or something. I'm having a great time, but all I'm doing is reading chat and letting you guys do all the heavy lifting. This is great. I should do more panels. Admiral Teague, public schools are written into the U.S. Constitution.
No,
I don't remember that.
Rights of public education are written into the U.S. Constitution. Public schools are not. The amendment that made those things the way they are, that's a whole different thing. But the Constitution is the Constitution. The amendments are simply changes to the Constitution. That said, they are law, of course. But yeah, I would definitely say restudy the Constitution itself and look at the wording, and then use a dictionary from their time to define those words.
Oh, and Connie, you have something going on, don't you? In about an hour. So if I'm understanding correctly.
No, not really.
Okay.
I got my watch party tomorrow on Wednesday.
Okay. I was thinking maybe Dino was doing something tonight.
Yeah, I can just pull it up on my phone.
Oh, okay. Got you. Lady Viostany's point of it all, it's been going on longer than our oldest living generation. It keeps going till the people rise up enough and fight back.
Admiral, again, it's wording and the definitions matter per the time. Just FYI.
Matt Cheatwood, required buying of insurance is a huge factor in driving up prices for everything they cover. PvP has been drunk all day. Okay. Ladies, send photos if you wish to give PvP a whacking. Ooh. Lady V, whose pictures are heartbreaking because of their beauty. Job security, the equivalent of firemen setting fires.
That's the government. Period.
Indeed.
End of story.
No. Yeah. Make a crisis and then quote unquote find a solution when you don't really solve it. Fentanyl was a serious issue 3 to 4 years ago. I knew 7 or 8 people die from bad coke in a year. Ain't heard much about it since. Saith Admiral Teague.
Remember the media only talks about things that happen rarely because that's super awesome, or that supports their chosen candidates and political approaches. So if they're not talking about it, it's probably bigger than we think.
Exactly.
Just, something to think about.
Well, that, and when they're silencing us, that some kind of psyop is going on. 100%. Gorillas is right. He's talking about looking up the channel of a commentator as opposed to the I'm so confused.
I can't get to your channel for some reason. Maybe I'm blocked. That's my fault, probably.
Doubtful. Here, let me try something here.
Drop me a link. Yeah. Oh, I found him.
Oh,
subbing in.
Awesome sauce. Hey, our president is from New York City. PvP has a quick errand to run. Be back soon. Gorilla censored. Hover the box below someone on the panel. It will show 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. It will tell you who owns the account and if they are authenticated on YouTube. Somebody is.
If for some reason it was not letting me do that with his, I don't know why. But then again, I'm old and kind of stupid and don't really care. So,
Oh, you know what?
I'm messing with you, Gorilla. I'm messing with you.
Here,
StreamYard. I got you. Yeah, I don't actually have an account in StreamYard yet. This is brand new to me. I will check that out as soon as I can.
And Moira, you don't have to come on, but I'm going to send you the link because I've been trying to get into my Facebook all day. And it finally let me in. JP. CR. There we go. There we go. All right. Admiral Teague, I'd point out all the things people like about Trump are directly related to his New Yorkness. X signs bills into law with the graffiti marker. Okay. And deleted has to go. So
I do.
We thank you very much. Go ahead and promote your channel and tell us what you've got going on if you have time.
All right. Well, I am actually going to be heading on over to Troy Pacelli's channel because I am going to be the guest. Well, if you're a member, because it is a members only stream, so I'm going to be on the member show with him here very shortly. Tomorrow, I have a program called Live from Sparkwood in 21, which is a Twin Peaks retrospective series. And we are going to be watching and discussing the first hour of a fan film entitled Queen of Hearts. Which surrounds the Annie Blackburn character, who was played by Heather Graham in the series. So join us for that. And then join me later on in the week over on Big Al Presents for Films with Friends, and we are going to be watching a Leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. And of course, join me Thursday night at 11:30 for Coming Attractions, where you get to find out everything that's going on my channel. And of course, 2 Sundays from now, the return of Unscripted for episode 102. And, of course, the return of Reserved Seats. Guests to be determined. So,
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. And then, Connie, do you also need to go on? I am so silly. For some reason, I was thinking 9 Central Time, but it's like happening right now, isn't it?
Actually, it just started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think I have it on my computer so I could keep an eye on it.
Okay. I'll get caught up in the chat. We'll say hi to Moira and let her talk for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. Since it took me forever to get you on.
Sugar.
Moira. And then we'll call it a stream.
How's everybody? How's Connie?
Meow meow.
Sorry, I'm showing you my face a little bit.
Oh, my computers are doing weird things, and it's just not very fun. So
I think it's cute. So that's going to be the thing. If I want to come onto the stream, I got to send you a picture of my food, huh?
yes. No, I don't know why it just suddenly decided to cooperate, but it was like.
Oh, I was about to say, why didn't you tell me you were having a problem with your Facebook? I mean, you do the Twitter, though.
Because I always do, and it seems like that's where I communicate with you. So then when I have problems with the Facebook, it's like, oh, great, I can't really communicate with her.
Yeah, because I haven't. Yeah, because we haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like I have. Somebody told me that they no longer like you having more than one account, and it seems like they're trying to pressure me to pick an account. I don't. Well, I have more than one because I'm just weird.
Well, I did see that because it said in people you may know, and I was like, "Is this a fake account?" And Raquel was like, "No, it's not." I went, okay.
Yeah,
because I thought somebody was pretending to be you, and I was going to like tell you about it.
Well, no, and that would be fine. But I've got 3. One was set up when I left my ex-wife. One was set up when I started blogging. And one was started recently when I started a serious job search. And I was like, maybe I should look kind of halfway professional when people look me up. So
nah, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. They're just going to have to accept me in all my crazy right now. Sorry. Well, they don't have to accept it, but I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. Like,
well, since I haven't been able to talk to you for a while, what's been going on?
Not much. I think I've been kind of emotionally burnt out on the politics. I mean, I still pay attention to it.
I understand.
Like, I can't look away. It's like a car accident. I can't look away. If I look away for a couple of days, you're going to be like, oh my God, everything just happened, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been so like emotionally
You
burnt
are
out.
not wrong about that.
What?
Somebody said something.
I'm saying you are not wrong about that. You can't look away. It's like the massive train wreck.
It is.
Yeah.
and I feel bad because I know there's like, stuff going on in the Middle East and everything, and I'm sure they're fucking tired of it too, by God. But it's all like been emotionally invested for like over 15 months in it. It's like, whew, my brain just sort of like turned to mush. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally get it. I like what Matt says here. Gold standard, abolish the Fed, abolish
Yes.
the IRS.
Amen, brother. Amen.
But Admiral Teague disagrees. Gold standard is a terrible idea. He says we have resources like oil and timber that are much more reliable that are part of backing the currency. What do you guys think about that? That's an interesting thought.
I think lots of different things could be used like that, like lead, well, gold, silver, I don't know, copper for some of the smaller things. I mean, it doesn't have to just be gold, but
You
I
shall
don't know.
not.
But oil though, I mean, they say it's not a renewable resource or anything. Once you've used it. But like,
Right.
so I don't know. It might encourage. Well, I don't know.
It could possibly work.
Huh?
It could probably work.
I guess it could to some degree in certain areas. I guess it could.
There's land apportionment for public education in there, guys.
Ooh. Sorry.
It's worded a little differently, but sure. Again, there's definitely some room for it, but national education. You are hearing a woman talking. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Apologies
that.
for
I
that.
was here like the voices are happening again. No, I'm
I
kidding.
thought it was just me there for a minute.
The voice
No, but
is in my head.
Honestly, I would kind of agree with Admiral Teague. I just don't. It's important to look at it completely. It's nationalized versus public education. They're two different things.
Lady V, media is a distraction and sports are modern gladiators. Admiral Teague, this is firsthand. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people who think they're immortal and just do bad drugs.
But if they're lucky, they survive.
Yeah.
Admiral
Like
Teague,
I said, I was like retarded till I was 26.
well, I think all of us were a little,
Dumb.
we weren't as wise as maybe we could have been. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, because I knew stuff, but like it wasn't sinking in. Like, it had absorbed. It's like it was sitting on the surface. Like I know I shouldn't do this, but
I think I'm going to do it.
pretty much. Now I'm like, God, I can't believe I survived. Holy crap. I remember, talking about the surgeries. I remember I was like 13 or 14. I didn't like the way my nose looked. Like, it's actually, my nose is fine. Like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I was a teenager, I guess. I was like, I want a nose surgery. And my dad was like, first off, there's nothing wrong with your nose. And secondly, no doctor in his right mind is going to do an unnecessary surgery on you until you're older.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what happened to those doctors. Where did they go? Did they retire?
30 years of liberal education.
Well, yeah,
What they have to have in college, their what do they call them? Those little extra classes that you have to take in college. That's where they push all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad warned
and
me
you've
about
got
that.
I mean, yep.
Yeah, it was like, when was it? I'm trying to remember. I think it was like around 1989 was like one of the first time. My dad had done little bits and pieces, tried to put seeds in my head long before that. But one of the first memories I actually absorbed was like the hippies from the 60s and 70s will become teachers now, and they will create a new generation of communism and liberalism. My dad warned me about that back in like 89, before it was cool to talk about it.
And they all sold out too. I mean, think about it. None of
yeah.
them are actually following what they preach.
Oh,
None of them do.
No, not at all. No,
it's the whole thing.
They pushing their weird, because some of their ideas are okay, like some of them. But unfortunately, when you get these people in power, my dad always told me absolute power is going to corrupt absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have we don't have a proper checks and balances anymore. We haven't for a long time.
No, we haven't.
I mean, it's there like on paper, but.
Kapla, Mark Malnikoff, hail and well met to you. Glory to you in your house. Politics every day is a surprise party.
Yep.
Buy a ticket too.
Oh, my predictions are usually pretty decent. Although once in a while I'll see something like, wow, I didn't see that coming. Holy shit. You know?
Right.
Like, oh, I didn't know that was something going on. Oh, crap. Like the stuff going on in Syria.
I tell people all the time when it.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Keep going.
Go ahead.
Like stuff going on in Syria. I was like, oh, look at that. That's the stuff I said was going to happen like 6 months ago. Imagine that. You know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They were so excited about getting rid of Assad, they didn't think about what they were going to replace it with. I'm like, oh, oopsies. Well, that's so much better, isn't it? Jeez.
I remember South Africa in the 80s, and I remember what happened there, and I failed to see how an improvement occurred. I understand the
changing one
racial
for another.
Yep, 100%.
And honestly, I'm not even entirely sure Assad is guilty of what he was accused of, because I don't know if it was General Mattis or who it was, but it was somebody who's real fancy like that. And they were saying it was like 2018, and somewhere I have to dig around to find the picture because I reshared it from years ago. And it said that he and I guess the U.S. government didn't find any evidence that Assad actually killed anybody with chemical weapons. And I'm like, so even more so, we invaded somebody for no reason, technically, no good reason. Oh boy.
Well, there's always a good reason to invade somebody.
The deep state, I don't consider a good reason. They're psychos, all of them.
Matt Cheatwood despises fiat currency. I definitely agree with him on that.
Amen, brother.
Gorilla Sense
90% silver. 90% silver.
90% silver. I hear you.
Matt knows.
I do think there should be something backing us up.
What the fuck?
A military oil tanker was hit by a tanker carrying sodium
cyanide.
Don't ding us, YouTube. Please don't ding me.
Yeah, don't ding us. We're just talking about a chemical. We're not talking about doing something bad to somebody.
Or are we?
Oh, God. Admiral
Teague took economics. You should trust him on the gold standard. So
that third person stuff freaks me out. But okay.
Admiral Teague, I trust everybody who has a degree.
I also
never lie.
There are people who have degrees who are fucking stupid.
No, but hear me out. I trust everybody who has a degree. I also never lie.
I have had some economics, and I think CODIS Fact has read like so much that whether he's taking a class in it or not barely matters.
I'm up to 13,280 books at this point in my
Christmas. Life. I don't know. I know I've read a fair number, but nothing like 13,000.
I read on average 300 pages a day. On average, I read for 45 minutes to an hour a day. So it's important. Knowledge.
Is. It really is. Admiral Teague knew a chick who got a nose job at 16. She kind of had a big honker.
Well, I mean, if she had a nose that was actually interfering with her life in some way and deviated septum and all this, then yeah, they would. But not just because, I think my nose should be just a tiny bit smaller, or whatever.
You are not wrong. The hippies are retired, but more importantly, what are they doing now? They're guiding our new voting bloc. They are guiding our new, but they're also guiding our new voting bloc. And the new voting bloc are the Gen Zs, who they have taught.
He's like 44 years old. Damn. And I had those stories, right? I
bet. Mark is right. He is so right.
I think this may be the comment of the day right here. What do you guys think?
Yep.
I like that.
Yep. 100%, my sir. 100%. Look, my wife has 2 master's degree in business. She's been working in business for 20 plus years. The only reason she has those 2 degrees is because it's the only way to move forward in her career field. I have degrees in criminal justice and teaching. And none of those degrees, and the wife will agree with you too, none of those degrees made us smarter or helped us understand what we were doing. We already knew what we were doing. They just clarified some things.
Yeah.
Right.
Right on. Well, hail and well met, the one that some of us call Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hello.
I hate to do it, but I think I may call it a stream. So I'm sorry. Let's start with Connie and go to Codis and then end with Moira since I was a bad person. And didn't
Make the
figure
ladies
things out.
first.
Oh, actually, that's brilliant. Yes. Oh, let me tell Tim the announcement. I am quasi monetized, sort of, kind of. If I'm smart enough to actually open this thing up,
I believe in you.
Earn on YouTube. See,
There you go. See, I believed in you.
everything is done except they're reviewing me. So if I haven't been too hardcore about saying the truth, there's a decent chance that I'll be making pennies.
I would have to get rid of over 100 videos if they wanted to do it.
PvP had professors with degrees that knew jack and shit too.
Amen. Amen. I got flunked by a philosophy professor.
What the fuck?
Because
How the fuck?
He opened up the forum, said you can choose any philosophers in this time period. I happened to choose philosophy that he did not like, and I got flunked. I got it back, but
that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I would have put sugar in his fucking gas tank, the piece of shit.
Amen. It's philosophy. You throw a booger at the wall and you got a philosopher. I mean, come on.
I like direct approaches like that.
Yes.
Why is my motor not working?
I tell you, back when marijuana was still illegal, I probably shouldn't even admit to this, but there was
what are you going to do about it now?
Well, I'm not going to do anything, and I didn't do anything, but I was sorely tempted to plant some marijuana on one of my bosses.
Yo, you know what? I don't blame you. I honestly don't, because I'm not going to confirm or deny. There might be somebody in the real world that I am pissed at, and I might do it to her. But yeah,
I'm not going to mention him on the channel or say too many details because I don't want any. But he literally destroyed people's lives.
Oh hell yeah! You definitely plant shit on that motherfucker.
And
hell yeah.
Nothing ever happened to him. He just kept
sometimes you have to be an instrument of justice, my friend.
Well, I'm just letting it go anymore. But yeah, there
Curtis,
are. Yes, I'm listening.
In my early 20s, I would find spots with a group of people in the Southwest. We would find spots that they were planting along the road, and we would put feminized seeds up and down the roads.
Oh, wow.
Just, it's fun.
Cheeky.
I actually want to do something similar just to get people worked up. I wanted to, I'm not good at pronouncing it because it's Latin, but it's like Papaver Self-Rundum or some shit, and just plant those seeds all over the fucking.
Oh, God. Yes.
Yeah. Those make opium. I think it would be funny as fuck. I've tried growing them because in the apocalypse you might need pain medicine, but fuck, I can't get those to grow. They grow at about an inch and then something nibbles them up and they're gone. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know how to.
Yeah, you have to protect them really well. You do have to protect them really well. I have a neighbor who grows that.
Oh, nice.
Just because they're actually a botanist, but yeah.
I'll call myself a botanist. That's fine. It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
That's what I'm saying. Look, the reality is you can legally grow it. You just
don't
can't harvest it.
Use it. Right.
I've checked. Believe me, I've checked.
No, you can't harvest it. You can't harvest it.
And one last person I'll say hello to, Big Al Presents, because one, he's the inventor of the 10-word review, and he was the very first person to be in a chat on one of my live streams. So
hey, Big Al.
Point that poor guy
out.
Big Al. I'll never let him live it down.
I wouldn't either.
Marks, yes, baby, yes. Oops.
You mean it's not supposed to go there?
All right. Yeah, that's how I lost my first girlfriend. But Anyhow.
Oh, biscuits.
Oh shit.
All right. Well,
Put it in the wrong
Connie.
place.
You are sassy.
I'm not here. Go away.
Well, he's the one that actually knows what he's doing with channels. He just is too wise to be on the social media. Whereas me, I'm just a glutton for punishment. Yeah, let's so conniecleary, what you got coming up?
We already got a couple of those shorts on my bird channel. I'm still working on a couple of projects for my second channel.
Cool.
And I'll be doing 2 watch parties this week on Wednesday and Friday at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Cool. What's tomorrow's movie, if I may ask?
I haven't decided on for Wednesdays.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but
No.
it's a lovely community, wonderful, welcoming people, and they watch movies and they talk about their fur babies, and it's a fantastic place to be. So,
Is this the Sci-Fi Mambo one, or which one?
no,
are we talking about?
No.
this
Sorry.
is her own thing. Oh, sort of. It's like
good,
her
good,
and
good.
Dino.
Yeah,
Am I
well,
right?
I introduced the Wednesday night comedy night on Wednesdays, and Dino's doing from the Late Horror Show. He was doing the Friday nights there for a long time. A few things got in the way, so I asked him if I could take over for a while until everything gets situated. So, and Friday nights are the horror nights, and they're both
awesome.
nights are at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Horror. The
All
horror.
right.
Oh, biscuits.
Now we're talking true
Exactly.
horror, not this modern slasher stuff, or including modern slasher.
Certain modern, but a lot of it's like the older stuff, even the cheesy B movies.
Oh God, they're the best though. Seriously, the best.
They can be so fun. And I've
Yes.
seen so many with her that I haven't seen with it before. A lot of Vincent Price stuff. It's incredible.
Hell yeah.
And I
Who
do some
does
of the
not
Hammer
fall in the
horrors
B
too.
category.
Yeah, I do
To
Hammer
me, it
horror.
doesn't. But anyway,
Yeah, for the Friday I do Hammer horror. I try to get Universal in. I've done other things. I've done the horror comedy. I've done a lot of Vincent Price. So, like with the comedy, it's like could be
When I
from
Price
the
was a
silent
god.
era all the way
He was a
to
god.
5
it
years ago.
was. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Vincent Price, but I didn't grow up to be him, sadly. I'm kind of more like
I
Edward
mean-
Scissorhands without the scissors.
So just
Do
Johnny
you ever
Depp.
walk down the street and have somebody scream "Ah!" when you walk down the street? I do, so I know I'm closer to Vincent Price than I thought. Sorry. Yes, Roger
And-
Corman. Let's go.
Love
Oh my
Roger
God, you're not
Corman.
wrong.
Love Roger
Dude,
Corman.
PvP. Piranha. One of my favorites
my.
of his. Oh,
Hey, who's next to me?
Codis
Codis Fact
Fact
Search.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I will take my hand back. I have my hand on her leg for like
Oh,
5
Codis
seconds.
Fact
That's my
Search?
bad. It was a
Okay.
mistake. It was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I was gonna see if I have you added, and if not, I was going to.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have
follow
to. I never
Codis
really
Fact
put
Search.
anything up.
Or obviously you put something up.
Yeah, I got a couple of dog videos, and I don't know.
Codis
Yeah.
Fact Search is let's just say that when the shit hits the fan, he's someone we'd all want to know.
Yeah.
And until then,
Just a little bit.
he probably doesn't want to be known any more than he has to be.
The gimp suit.
What? Oh,
Well, Edward Scissorhands
God.
outfit. It looked like a gimp suit.
No, I forgot about that. Oh, Lord.
Do you know why? You know why Edward Scissorhands had the bad hair, right? He cannot
don't.
use his hands. He cannot use his
Oh,
hands.
yeah, that's
that
right.
picture
That's
together.
right.
Put that picture together.
Gotcha. Can't use his hands. That's right.
So, she uses his hair.
There you go. It's good to be Edward Scissorhands
All day long.
all day long. More on that cryptic note. What have you got going?
This nervous, kind of unsure cat look. I don't know if I have anything going on. I probably should do something, because the last time I live streamed, I kind of just dragged myself to do it, and I hadn't done it 2 weeks prior to that. And I was like, damn. So I need to, because I used to complain at least once or twice a week. Now I'm just like,
I know.
I'm barely doing anything on TikTok. Although I did post something or stitch something last night. I was amazed that I did. I'm like, something I just can't. I can't ignore this. No. We were talking about the genocide in the Congo, and I'm like, I talked about that a couple months ago.
You did.
So, yeah.
And I would have known nothing about it if he hadn't. I mean, literally, I wouldn't have known.
I know,
anything
because
about it.
because they're afraid you'll look into it and see who all's connected to it and be like, again. and that's really all you can do is look at the RSF, and find out who's been backing them and be like, son of a bitch. I don't. But I don't know. Like, I saved 1 or 2 tabs and thinking maybe I'll do it. And I'm just like, I've got 2 tabs. In 2 weeks, I've got 2 tabs. That's what's happened to me. Usually I have like 20, and I have to try to cull some of those off because I can't do all of them in one stream. But now I'm just like, So I don't know if I have anything. I'll try to find a movie to show everybody.
Yes.
When I find something. I try to find new movies. I try to find new movies to show everybody. Cause I got a couple of websites I go to, and sometimes it's stuff in the theaters, but nothing in the theaters is really worth a shit right now. So
Not
like,
much.
I would go with nothing from Hollywood in the last 20 years has been really worth a shit, but some of it's been
they have
mildly
some all right
entertaining.
stuff occasionally. Not $20 for a ticket good, but
No.
okay.
Fudge, no.
But for hanging out and showing free movies to your friends, sure. So
I would say
I'll probably find a movie before I make myself do the politics thing. I'm neck deep in it. Don't get me wrong, but
I will say that I really enjoyed Boy Kills World. I loved that movie.
That was actually pretty good.
That was weird as fuck.
It was
I
weird.
didn't show that. I didn't
There were
show
some,
that on
there were
my
some
channel.
sleepers. Yeah, there were some sleepers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, Nosferatu was a fucking shit show.
Was it?
Oh, yeah,
I was
it was
hoping
fucking
it was
terrible.
good. Was it terrible?
I think it was fucking ridiculous and gross. And I mean, if you want to see full frontal on a monster, sure. If you want to see a guy banging his dead wife, I guess, if you're into that. But man, that whole thing was a shit show. It was an uncomfortable, awkward shit show.
Now, but be nice. Yeah, Lord of the Rings was good. I agree. But be nice. I mean, you have to be nice, because what if they identify as dead themselves? I mean,
well, then that's their fault. Then I will assume I'll get no complaint from them.
That's it. I now identify as a dead person.
Well,
Brilliant.
I hate to say this, but third girlfriend was a mortuary assistant.
Oh my gosh.
She had some weird peccadillos, man. Holy shit.
You gotta
Didn't
be a
last
little
long.
weird to do that job. It's a job.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But I'm not gonna. I drew the line on the dead body. I'm not. Yeah, no.
All we need to know about. Yep. Notice you may or may not, but do you have anything coming up that you at least want shared on the internet, which may not be, but
I would only say that if you have the chance, study the abbreviated version of the Fall of Rome. Study the abbreviated version of World War I, World War II, and the things that led up to it. And then take a close look around, and that's what I've got coming up.
That is hot. I want to be there for that. That sounds great.
Right?
I was watching. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be a very popular opinion, but I was watching this this thing called Europa: The Last Battle. Some interesting shit.
It is a good show.
I haven't seen that.
No, it's like a 12-hour sort of documentary thing. Definitely got to watch it in like an hour or so a day. Like you can't watch all of that. Good God.
No.
But it's a lot of interesting shit. And it's definitely shit they don't teach you in school for sure.
My son was streaming that a while back. I think I caught part of one episode, and I was just it was good. It was good. It was sad, but it was good.
Wait,
you're talking about Europa: The Last Battle. It's a 10-part propaganda or whatever, 10-part.
Yeah, okay.
I
I
can
know
Google it if
show
you
called
want.
Europa for a while or something like that. I was making sure we weren't confusing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes,
But
essentially,
essentially, it's challenging it's challenging narratives.
Yes,
I'm
it
not
does
saying that
explain
it
a
was
few
all
things that
true.
make more sense in a way. Like some of it
Yeah.
makes sense because
Yep.
they say,
Yep.
"Oh, so and so started attacking people for no reason." I'm like, that's kind of weird. Most people don't just attack somebody for no freaking reason at all. And I'm not saying it's definitely justified, but it makes more sense that way. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
okay.
100%. And consider this. And I'm gonna say this, and it will probably get me crapped on by people, and that's fine. But
I won't.
for instance, Trump is, for all intents and purposes, he is a sociopathic narcissist. Period.
Most businessmen
Okay.
are.
And 100%. Now, do you accost a sociopathic narcissist and do you slander their public name, or do you leave them alone so that they go away? What has been done in the last 4 years has driven things to this point. I told Curtis this before.
Overcorrection. That's what I would call it. Overcorrection.
Yes. And I've told Curtis this before. They wanted him to be in power for exactly the reasons that are occurring now.
Exactly.
And it's not because of what he's getting rid of. It's because of the division that he will continue with doing the things that are necessary.
But the opposing side also helped make this happen.
Yes. Oh, they forced it to happen, just like with Hitler.
They want to take something extreme and then somebody
else
goes in another extreme. So they overcorrect each time. And now my card says I'm a Republican, but I feel like I'm a Republican from like 30 years ago, like when everybody was still calm and chill.
Agreed.
And not lost their fucking mind.
It's no different than what happened in World War II. That individual was basically cajoled and forced into it by the black shirts.
Because there was a couple of
100%. But they were forced into it by the black shirts. You have people looting and rioting in the streets.
And a lot of it was kicked off from what happened 20 years prior when you had these Bolsheviks. And I think in a way, the Bolsheviks have been behind it one form or another the whole fucking time since, basically.
Yes, agreed.
A lot of people don't realize what the Bolsheviks were. They weren't just communists. They were a particular type of communists.
Agreed. And females in a room, please understand, I worship the female. I believe very strongly in the female. I do not, however, believe in feminism. Feminism was driven by Bolshevism as well.
Yeah, it was. Because, like, my idea of feminism is you can have a job or not if you want. You can get married or not if you want. I feel like that. I don't feel like it should be much more than that. I want to be treated. I want to be able to go where I want to go and be able to purchase a car on my own. I want to be able to vote on my own. Like, I don't want to have anyone's permission, and I don't think anyone should. But that's that, though. That's where I feel that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's a
difficult. That's what it used to
road.
be, and then it just got deformed. It's kind of like a clone of a clone of a clone. It just gets more mutated every time, every phase. It gets a little fucking worse.
I would suggest that the unfortunate
around with shirts going, I've had my 20th abortion. I'm like, you a nasty bitch.
God.
You know what you got? Your cooler is a fucking graveyard. That's what that is.
Want nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if an emergency happens and you medical. I get that, and a lot of Republicans here in Oklahoma don't. I do get this. There are situations that arise that it's just simply not safe. But
how about I support you as a male? How about I support you as a male who loves his children very much? And I'm going to say this. And again, this is probably going to get me shit on, but I don't care.
I love my daughter very much.
25 weeks. 25 weeks.
Oh no.
25 weeks.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
At 25 weeks, the child is 50% capable of living on its own. At that point, there's no longer any options for abortion, in my opinion.
I agree, because I mean, if the kid's got some messed up mutation or something, you should have figured it out earlier.
Yep.
There are certain. I mean, some people don't do genetic testing to find out. I feel like that would be a big one. That if they made genetic testing something that was cheap, or to be insurance free, to make sure that kid's not gonna have Tay-Sachs disease, or one of those ones where basically your brain just starts disintegrating after and don't live past 4. I can't remember which one that is. There's another one like that. Make sure the kid isn't going to have that, because that's terrible. That's a terrible way to live, poor thing.
Agreed.
And
I agree.
But other than that, it certainly should not be a pastime or a plan C. Woof.
Exactly.
A suggestion for you, if I may.
Absolutely.
To counter the Europa thing, that one way or the other, I'm not saying that I agree with what they talked about on their show. That's not it.
But it has an interesting different
pursue
view.
Facts. It does have a different view. I would suggest reading a very small book. It's, I think, 75 pages, 80 pages, called How to Kill 13 Million People. I firmly suggest reading that book because it puts
Okay.
things into perspective in a very easy to read way
I like
that will make it a little more interesting for you.
Well, I'd be interested in hearing that. So I'm assuming that's including everybody, not just one group, but everybody, soldiers and everyone that died.
Everybody that was killed as a direct result of
Exactly.
the German side of things.
So,
Yes.
so I always think it's wild how they only talk about one group and not the others that died too. Like their lives didn't matter somehow.
Exactly my point. Exactly.
I like that.
Yes.
I'll check it out. 13. How to Kill 13 Million, you say?
Yep. How to
Okay,
Kill 13.
wanna
I
make sure I
believe,
remember the
it's
title,
called
so I
How
can
to Kill
check it out.
13 Million People. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be interested in seeing that.
Well, I am continuing to do for the foreseeable future.
Or 11 million people. How do you kill 11 million people? Sorry.
11 million.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha. I'm
Google
going
might
to
know
be-
what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Google is evil.
Sometimes it knows what I'm trying to say, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness you figured it out. Thank you.
And the other time you're cursing at it.
Yeah, I curse it.
I curse at my
Google a
voice
lot.
text because it'll come up with some silly shit. And I'm like,
Oh man, I am basically going to continue doing talks on Monday and Thursday. May not necessarily be about politics, but just basically, while I didn't put one up today, I'm going to go back to that format of putting up a poll and letting you guys pick something and
yay.
run with
I
it.
love those.
Saturdays, I don't think I'm going to do Saturday morning cartoons anymore. I don't mean to be horrible, but they're not getting a lot of views. And I want to,
for you, man.
I get it.
but I still want to do something on Saturdays. So I may try to every other Saturday when I'm not at work, I may try to set up interviews or something with people. And I probably need to hit you up, Connie, or you, Moira, or you, Codis, and get some things scheduled. Sundays, I'm doing The Voice of Northern Oklahoma, which is basically I'm just trying to get myself a base of local businesses to maybe advertise. And so I'm just going to be sharing some of the news from Northern Oklahoma. And then around and around and around it goes. And where it stops, no one knows.
I will be able to join you on Mondays on a regular basis, but Thursdays, unfortunately, are my I do tutoring and some other things. So
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I do appreciate you all.
I appreciate everybody here. I love everybody here. I hope it's okay. I'm not going to thank everybody in the chat individually like I usually do. I'm just going to thank everybody collectively like the Marxist I am, because I want to go ahead and let people go to other streams. But I love all of you. It's been said that life is pain, and anyone telling you otherwise is trying to sell you something.
Goodness.
And that
It
dog
says a
did
lot.
not like that. I am, in fact, trying to sell you something. I'm trying to sell you on the idea that we're all smart enough and capable enough to run our own damn lives. We don't need big governments or big corporations telling us how to do so. Lastly of all, I'd like y'all to know that you're not going mad. You're going sane in a world gone mad. And hello, a new face to my channel at any rate, Tommy
Oh, meow,
Temper.
Tommy Temper.
And
Yeah,
Tommy's
yeah.
on my channel.
Oh, nice. Well, welcome and well met. We are ending, but welcome. I hope you are doing well.
Yeah.
Darn real life stuff, always interfering with YouTube. Indeed. No, it's not Cassie, Matt. This time it's somebody else's. But I'm so sorry. It is your first time here, and I want to make you feel welcome, but we're ending the stream. So
He's tired and running out of peanut butter.
I really am running out. So God bless all of you, or whatever you may happen to believe in. And I will be seeing y'all Thursday with some random topic I haven't figured out yet. I may put up a poll in my community to see what it is. My handle is the Tired Midnight Blogger, and I haven't put it up in here. All right. Thank y'all and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.